This is the Entertainment Execution Lair podcast. And today, we will be talking about Dead Show Walking. The Goldbergs. Yep, they got a Season 10 pickup. But this will indefinitely be their final season. And the fact that they got a Season 10 pickup shows how stupid ABC is. I mean, let's face it, this show is dumb, it's always been dumb, but it was actually sort of entertaining throughout the first couple of seasons. Unfortunately, it has gotten worse over the past 4 or 5. I mean, let's face it, this show should have been canceled back in after Season 5, Season 6. And now that they lost 2 main characters from the show, Jeff Garlin's character, Murray, and George Siegel's character, Pops, I don't see why this show is continuing on. I mean, granted, George Siegel wasn't really involved much within the episodes. I mean, he was a mainstay character and all, but he really didn't do a lot. I mean, come on, it's still George Siegel. Unfortunately, he died in real life back a couple of years ago, and well, his character is gone, and Jeff Garlin's character is gone as well. Unfortunately, it seems like he did some very naughty things behind the scenes, and he got fired. But it doesn't change the fact that his character was the glue of the show. He was the best actor, and his character was, well, also the best. The mother is cringe. The Adam character really doesn't bring jack shit to the show. Barry's antics are kind of lame. Well, lame now. And the sister, well, she's alright. It seems as though the side characters are actually becoming better to watch than the actual main characters, which that happens in a lot of shows anyways, so I won't fault them for that one. As why the show actually continues on and is as popular as it is, I'll explain it very quickly. Back in 2013, this show came out, rose to fame riding the wave of the now fizzled 80s nostalgia. It got lucky by pairing up with a show called The Middle, which was a much better show, and it ended up getting grandfathered in. That's how this show is still on, and that's how this show is still popular. Well, the popularity is kind of waning at this point in time, and it sounds like Season 10 is going to be a complete fucking disaster. I mean, Adam Goldberg, the guy who created the show to begin with, isn't even on that show anymore. He kind of left the series after, like, I heard Season 8. So that kind of explains why the show's quality dipped even further down than it was before. I mean, let's face it, for the type of show that this is, a dumb sitcom, it had a pretty decent run. Even though that half the seasons are stupid as hell and aren't really worth watching, they're still on the air now, aren't they? I called the show a Dead Show Walking, basically because I do not see that this show has any kind of future after Season 10 ends. I mean, The Middle, which was a hell of a lot better, only had a 9-season run. But they've ended their run, 4 or 5 years ago at this point? And I'm pretty sure that this show is only running right now because, well, ABC has absolutely nothing else. Nothing else going for them. Nothing. At least when it comes to sitcoms. I really couldn't tell you anything else they have, because I don't even watch ABC. But ABC really was never a great network. I mean, look at it. Back in the 90s, their big staple was the TGIF crap. And all those shows were pretty stupid too. I'd say let's get back to talking about the Goldbergs, but honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't really have any much else to say. It's not like I'm doing an official review on this. Why would I? It's really not worth it. All I can say is take the horse out to pasture, take the horse out and give it the old horse race tent treatment. Just get it off the air, which hopefully And like I said before, this is a prediction that this show will not last after season 10. It just can't. I could do another episode saying The Simpsons Dead Show Walking episode, but let's face it, I don't think that Fox is ever going to get rid of that show. If they were, that show would have been gone a long time ago. Namely, probably after season 10 or 11. I mean, I don't even know anyone who watches that show anymore. And now that Disney owns it, I'm pretty sure that show's gotten triple worse. The Goldbergs, Dead Show Walking. Coming this fall to ABC, the worst TV network on air today. See what mind-numbingly boring antics the Goldbergs will get into each week, until the show completely rots away and dies a very horrific death. Hell, maybe we should just cancel ABC altogether. One less useless network out there, huh? That'd be great. Hell, ABC would be the wet fart of the main networks. Fox would be the dry heaves of the main network. NBC would be an anal wart. And CBS would be herpes. I mean, Jesus, no wonder why the four main networks are losing audience. It's because of the crap they're pumping out, and they continue to pump out the same stupid crap year after year. But I want to end this rant right now because this is what this was about. This special episode was about the Goldbergs, the show that should have ended 5 years ago. And one other thing about this show, even their special episodes were complete trash. You know, the ones where they took like a movie from the 80s and they do their little own version of it. I mean, they couldn't even do that shit right. And there were, what, 4 or 5 of them? Maybe like, yeah, 4 or 5 episodes like that. Well, I'm tired of talking about the stupidity of the show and all the crappy messes that they made. This has been the Entertainment Execution Lair podcast. And until next time, find a better show to watch than the Goldbergs.